States as a major military power, China wants to cement its military status in the present day. US intelligence agencies believe it is constructing what will be the world's largest military command center. The building site is located 30 kilometers southwest of Beijing. Construction began in mid-2024 and progress has been swift. This is what the land looked like before work started. And this is what that same piece of land looks like now. According to an investigation conducted by the Financial Times, the site is at least 10 times the size of the Pentagon. It is believed the vast complex has deep concrete bunkers to protect China's military leadership during a conventional and a nuclear war. My next guest is an expert on China and the challenges it presents to the Western world. Michael Beckley is an associate professor of political science at Tufts University in Medford, Massachusetts. He's the co-author of the book Danger Zone: The Coming Conflict with China. It argues that an ambitious China is peaking and that conflict might be coming sooner than we think. Welcome to the day. Great to have you on the program. Can I start by asking you why China is building this massive military complex?
Well, I think it's part and parcel of a broader push by Beijing to prepare itself for potential military conflict. So in addition to building this huge base, it's also rapidly scaling up the size of its nuclear arsenal. It is pumping out weapons, ammunition, warships, combat aircraft at roughly 5 to 6 times the rate of the United States. And it's been conducting a big show of force in the Taiwan Strait and also becoming more aggressive in the South China Sea. And at the same time, China's been trying to sanctions-proof its economy, looking at what's happened to Russia in the war in Ukraine and trying to find ways to plug holes in China's energy security, food security, and critical technology. So I think you have to view this in the broader context that China just views itself in a very hostile world. It views itself as encircled by the West. And as Xi Jinping said to Vladimir Putin, they're witnessing changes unseen in a century, and they're the ones driving it forward. So just this perception of hostility and the potential for major conflict ahead.
There has been incredible progress made in a short period of time. So why the rush to get this built so fast?
Well, I think a couple of reasons. One is Xi Jinping has ordered the military to be ready, theoretically, to launch a war over Taiwan by 2027. That doesn't mean they're going to actually launch that war on that date, but just that's the deadline. And that's one thing that the Chinese Communist Party has always been big on, setting these deadlines and then meeting them one way or another. I think also just, wars tend to accelerate the rate of historical change. So the fact that Russia launched this invasion of Ukraine really made the battle lines much more stark, really united the West in ways that I think were quite alarming for the Chinese. And so just this fear, this perception that conflict is only going to get worse in the years ahead. Xi Jinping has said in his speeches that he's facing all around encirclement by the West. And so this seems to be his way of trying to get ready to build a fortress both around China, but also around himself, because a big part of this bunker is basically to be resistant to nuclear strikes that might hit Beijing. So it shows just the potential fear that's going on within Beijing.
So this